Hi, everybody. It's meteorologist Joe Chaffee. Welcome to Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And on this Thursday, the last day of spring, the 20th of June, we are going to go out the way much of the spring has been on the wet side. And we have some thunderstorms, or at least a threat for some thunderstorms and some severe weather for later today and into the first part of tonight. We also still have some flood watches that are up this morning for today, and you'll see it here covering New Jersey, almost all of Pennsylvania, and now extending into parts of upstate New York. We don't see them up for Maryland down into northeastern Virginia. That doesn't mean that there can't be some flooding there. It's just that in terms of areas that have seen a lot of rain, where most of the area that you see in the flash flood watch has seen a lot of rain, the threshold for flooding is not all that high. And we have the brighter green boxes you see there, some residual flood advisories that were left over from the overnight. Now let's take a look at what's happening with respect to the severe weather risk today with regards to what the Storm Prediction Center is doing. They actually juiced this up on Wednesday as far as the risk, and they have New Jersey, much of Pennsylvania down into Maryland, the Delmarva Peninsula, and point southward into in a slight risk of severe weather. The enhanced risk is something that has popped up during the overnight updates, and the Storm Prediction Center calling for enhanced risk for a good portion of North Carolina into South Carolina, and this is where there is risk for tornadoes, a 5% risk being indicated. That from SPC. That's it sounds like a low number, but it actually isn't. When you see risk areas up in the 5 or 10% range, it's usually an indicator that you are going to see at least a few spin ups. Notice that areas to the north, the primary threat is going to be from gusty winds, and that probability is given 15% inside the risk area, and then a smaller risk of hail. So what's happening is that finally we are getting this last wave to move out. We've been talking about a series of waves on a stall frontal boundary, and this last wave is the strongest of the bunch. We have low pressure that is moving across the northern areas of the Ohio Valley, and the trailing cold front that is going to be coming in to the east, and that low is going to track across southern areas of New York State and then make its way into New England. Once that is done, we are going to get onto the back side of this, and we're going to see a northwest flow take over and bring in some drier air starting on Friday. It might take a little while to get through it in the morning, but it will get through, and then it'll last, I think, right through Sunday. Here's the satellite view, a lot of clouds here. Now, here's the big question with regards to what we will see, whether we see strong thunderstorms or not. How much daytime heating are we going to get? Are we going to break out into any kind of sunshine in this range? We've been moderately successful in doing that over the last few days in areas as you go south into southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, northeastern Virginia. Less so as you go north. The warm front is pushing northward now. On the very beginning of this loop, you see the bright white clouds that are streaking out of southeastern Pennsylvania and across Long Island. So that's where the warm front is. It's going to try to push northward. So we're going to just watch to see what kind of daytime heating we get. And there's the radar presentation this morning. All this rain that's up in the Great Lakes, all of this that you see here. Whoops, let's get this draw correctly. But all that rain you see here, this is all going up to the north, and this part of it is going to be heading to the east-northeast. So it's all a question of how much that generates when it reaches the coast. So just give you one view here of what some of the shorter range models are showing. This, the HRRR, has a line of storms around 4 to 5 this afternoon coming into Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and then it just sort of holds together to some degree before it weakens as it moves eastward. Looks like the stronger part of that line is down in North Carolina and Virginia. Very quickly, just taking a look at what's happening with respect to the weekend going forward. We are going to see drier air come in on Friday. Might be some lingering clouds in the morning that could extend down into parts of Maryland on into and the northeast into southern New England. It'll give way to some sunshine. Temperatures will probably be in the 70s to near 80, maybe a few low 80s for highs. And then Saturday looks good, plenty of sunshine. And Sunday, most of Sunday should be fine, nothing more than sunshine giving way to high clouds. And we are not going to be going into this pattern next week. Everything is moving in the atmosphere, so every once in a while we'll probably see a risk for some showers and storms, but I think much of the time next week it will be rain free. Fingers crossed on that. All right, that's it for Weather in 5 today. Thanks for being here. We'll have our regular YouTube live stream tonight at 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern Time, weather permitting. Just watch for the schedule. I'll put it up later today. And of course, you can check all the latest on the website posts at meteorologistjoechaffe.com. And don't forget to download my free weather app, which you can get on Google Play or on the App Store. Just search Joe Cioffi or meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Went a little bit over, so it was more like weather in 5.5 today. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.